and teachers are often unsure about how to broach the subject of selective mutism with their child or student. Should they discuss it often and openly, or not mention it and act as though it doesn't exist? Let's think about what you want to achieve when discussing selective mutism with your child. Selective mutism is usually anxiety-based, and that's got to be kept in mind when talking to your child. So one of the aims of discussing selective mutism with your child is to lower his anxiety levels. You also want him to feel your confidence that he will overcome it, because that will make him confident that he can overcome it, and that he's loved and accepted as he is. Any child is so much more than his selective mutism and has so many strengths that you can focus on and appreciate. However you choose to express it semantically, the message should be, we love you exactly as you are now. Right now, you can't speak in some situations or to some people, but we know that soon you'll overcome it and be able to speak. Again, in other words, you're telling your child three things. You are not overly concerned about his selective mutism. You accept him as he is, and you have total confidence that he's going to overcome it soon. It's important that other family members like siblings, grandparents and so on should adopt a similar stance. This bolsters the child's confidence that he has the strength and courage to speak. And your apparent lack of over-concern will do wonders for lowering his anxiety level. Paradoxically, the more he feels your pressure to speak, the harder it may be for him to talk, as his anxiety levels will rise. Lowering his anxiety regarding speech is usually helpful in enabling speech. You do not need to try to increase your child's motivation to speak. Selective mutism causes suffering and frustration in children, and every child with selective mutism that I've met on some level desperately wants to speak, even if he's afraid to do so. Now, another productive message to convey to your child is normalization. The normalization of selective mutism. He can be told that many children find it hard to speak in school. They're wonderful children, and in time they overcome the selective mutism, and often with help. This is often a huge relief for the child, who may see himself as different or problematic. And now he knows he's normal. He has a problem, but he's normal. And many other kids have that problem. If the child's getting therapy, that's also an important message to get in the therapy. The child can be told that so many children have been helped by sessions such as those he is having in school or in the clinic. And after these two messages have been conveyed to your child, don't engage him in ongoing conversation unless he initiates it or unless you have something important to add. Constant checking as to whether he spoke in kindergarten or school and to whom transmits to him your anxiety and makes him more anxious. There's so much pressure for a child who knows every day when he comes home from school he's going to be cross-examined by his loving and caring parents as to whether today's the day that he managed to speak. Excellent intentions, but a brickload of pressure. Your frequent discussion of selective mutism may cause him to feel more pressure to speak, and in fact may make it harder for him to progress.